Okay, so nobody's getting the truth from the mainstream media, folks. It's well past time to open your eyes, your ears, and your mind. Do your own research because something isn't right here. And if you can't see that, you are not paying attention, folks.
It's the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
The important message that we need Australians to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. In line with that, I do encourage all Australians to please go and book your vaccinations as soon as you can if you haven't already done so.
Emma, get away!
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Okay, we need to stand up against this tyranny, folks. Stop giving away your freedoms and liberties, because the more you give up, the more these people will take until you have absolutely nothing left. That's their agenda. All right, good evening, family. How you going? As we can see, weather's changing, and it's winter's starting to creep in, guys. Anyway, it's Mother's Day. I hope everyone had an absolutely brilliant day. We had a lot of rain here on the coast and that, but we got out and had a great day anyway. But I just hope all the mums and out there had a great day. Thanks to everyone that sent messages to Mel, and thanks Chrissy for your present. That was absolutely beautiful that you dropped down. And I just hope all the mums out there got what they deserve, because we're getting what we deserve, guys. Whoever Elon is, like I say, Elon wins, Albo loses. Get on that and rotate, Albo. So, again, guys, a great step. We should be partying. The memes are getting made already, all right? And, yeah, it's on. You know, I just love it. I can't believe these people. You people out there are so, gifted, man, that do these M's and that. I tell you, these memes. So then, we got NATO says we're at winner. Germany and a few others in Europe are actually at war with Russia. And so we got heaps going on over there. I've seen Project Bluebeam, I think it was recent, guys, but over in was it Mexico or somewhere, I don't know. I got a quick look through today, but anyway, they're in panic mode, guys. They're bringing out, a lot of people in panic mode at the moment. They're bringing out their Bluebeam and their this and their that, right? And they're going to have to try, because really they've got a bit of a problem. All right, now I'll tell you what the next marketing ploy is going to be with these guys, right? With the Astra guys. All right, the AstraZeneca. Well, you know what they're going to say now to the normies? Well, let's see if we're right. They're going to go, guys, don't worry. Okay, we got it wrong on AstraZeneca. We know that, but we can guarantee you that Moderna and Pfizer are top-notch, guys. Get your flu shots. That's where they're going to go, guys. They're going to admit the defeat, all right, so they can just absorb it and then push out again. This is what they do, guys. They're friggin' insane, mate. All right. Stabbings continuing across the country. We had a murder in the Gong yesterday, Mother's Day, early in the morning or overnight. Up near the railway station. Bo was up there, actually, and come down and give me a report on that today. But, Yeah, guys, it's on. You know, the stabbings are continuing across the country. I told you they were going to. We just had police operations in Central Station at Sydney, evacuating platforms. All right. But we got NBC News saying that the military's closed the Alaskan Harp. So there's just a lot going on, guys, to try and keep up with it. It's the same. It's getting worse and worse every week. Now, Janelle Satin, who is a MP from Tweed Heads, apparently Janelle's got a bit of a phobia or something with her constituents because a small group of them turned up and she had to lock herself in the office, guys. She couldn't talk. So I don't know what's going on there, but Janelle Satin, invitation to come on the show, Janelle. If you can't talk to your constituents at your office and feel that you have to lock yourself in, maybe we can get you on a screen where you feel a little bit more safe and you can have a talk to your constituents. How's that sound? You flog. You dead set flog. You lock yourself in your office. Guys, this is what they're going to do. All right. And I'm not inciting anything. All right. But you need to go and visit your local MPs. Okay. Because they are shitting themselves because they know they are in big trouble. We got the New South Wales Health Minister. Hang on. Where was that? Here we go. Let's rip into a few of them. Righto. Ryan Park, you gronk. I'm going to call you a gronk, Ryan. Why? Because you are New South Wales Health, okay? You are the health minister. New South Wales health authorities are urging people to protect themselves against influenza with the latest data indicating an early flu season's imminent. Respiratory up by whatever. Nearly 200 people presented at hospital. Yeah, because they're still getting over the jabs and the flu jabs. But here you are, Ryan Park. We just had AstraZeneca come out and say that their product's a load of bullshit. And soon they're going to come out and say it was killing people. But anyway, and here you are, Ryan Park, our health minister. You're not going to look at any of that information. You're just going to continue to promote for people to go and get a friggin' flu shot. So you can what? What are you doing, Ryan? You're promoting it. Why? Because you can't tell me that you don't know that it's got cancer-forming agents in it. You can't tell me that you don't know that it's got AIDS in it. Because this research has been sent to your office, Ryan. And here you are. You know, AstraZeneca's coming out Friday or Thursday, and here you are Monday pushing another jab, Mr. Park. I can invite you on the show again. Maybe you need to come on with your constituent, mate, Janelle Satin from, how about you give her a ring, Ryan? See if the two of you can't get up enough gumption to come and talk to some people because you're a bunch of flogs, mate. Now, we got graphite oxide in. And this is just what they're saying, guys. All right, I told you this a long time ago, but now we got more peer-reviewed studies coming out. We've got more stuff coming out. We already know about Dr. David Nixon's stuff, okay? All dental aesthetics now seem to have graphite oxide in them, as tested by independent labs like Dr. Navins, La Quinta, Columbia, and others. Dr. Nixon said they're adding them to injectables, those in cosmetics, like Botox, etc., and most likely... I was not saying definitely, guys. We're getting out in front of the curve, all right, like we always are, all right? So, Dr. Nixon, we don't have any info whether they're adding them to general anesthetic as well as IV bags, but it's highly possible. Well, I already told you about IV bags. Let's go back about 6 to 8 months, I think, guys. Using magnets to keep the graphene at the bottom of the vial before using only the part that has the clean is the only way to use it. Guys, if you need to go to a dentist, you need to take your own instructions and your magnet and watch them pull the anesthetic out of the vial from the top with a magnet on the bottom of the bottle. Serious shit, guys. Right, we got to wake up. Apparently, you know, there's full reports out into the CIA and that now, guys, but I had this little thing here. People are waking up and they've had enough, and they are. They are. I can tell. All right. And I don't go out in that matrix much, guys. Every race, color, creed, class, and now party line understands the severity of the situation we are in, fostered by agencies who are rapidly losing their grip. And they are. Expect chaos. Expect false flags. What are you watching this week, or for the last 2 weeks in Australia, guys? We break them down before they even finish, before they even got, it's just incredible. We are so on the top of these guys, they cannot move. There's nothing they won't do to lie, cheat, steal, and destroy innocent lives. The people have spoken, and yes, they are pissed, rightfully so. And that's right, guys, and you should be rightfully pissed. Okay, this is ramping up, guys. All right, it is ramping up. All right, and I'm telling you, be careful out there. I know you got to go and get a tooth pulled when you got to get a tooth pulled, but guys, we can be putting it on these guys. All right, you know, you're paying for these services. You get what you want. Okay, and we've got to start and make it like that. Instead of walking in there, you know, like, you know, walking like a little, you know, a little fucking cream puff, sorry my French, a little cream puff into a council meeting, you know, walk in there like a roaring lion. Walk into your dentist the same way. All right, don't let these people get away with it. All right, because they're failing, guys. They're falling over. All right, we're watching it. They're shaking at the knees. Look at them run away from me the other week. You know, 4 minutes to clean a whole fucking Labor Party out. Bang, gone. Oh, Guru, oh no, it's the truth. Fucking truth. Yeah, it is. It is. And you're going to hear more of it. Come in, cazz.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, we got heaps on. I think what we'll do is we'll kick off with Elon Musk. So Elon Musk basically won. E-Safety Commissioner nil as court ends ban on stabbing video. And then you've also got this. This was trending today. Karen was trending along with thanks Elon. Yeah, and of course the memes have started, which is like this is just a brilliant one.
Nein, nein, nein! Was soll ich von diesen Judenschweinen noch ertragen?
Albo, once he found out that it was a thing, and now also people have been thanking Elon everywhere. It's basically, yes, well, we the people reject your offer, Mr. Albanese, and we would like to set our own terms and conditions. Perhaps you resigned. So anyway, it's basically an awesome day. Also, an awesome day is this has been put together by hang on, I've got 2 more memes. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, get the memes out. They're gold.
Yeah. This is Albo, and he's basically doubling down. Listen to this.
Australians understand that social media plays an important role in people's lives. But with social media comes the need for social licence and a social responsibility.
Oh, you wanker.
Across a range of issues, whether it be the issue of domestic violence, whether it be radicalisation of our young people.
They just wiped the clip, guys.
They just wiped my whole studio, so I've got to go and delete them and pull them in one by one and try to remember what I had in order. So, yeah, tremendously good of them.
Yeah, brilliant, guys. Your memes are absolutely. I don't know who does all these things, but you're the most, you know, I can't do memes.
Let me see if I can find the... let me see if I could find it. This is one. It's titled "The Karen Zoom Meeting After the Judge Makes His Findings." Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Look, we've got this one as well. Albo decided he's going to give us a social license now.
Yeah, social license. Yeah,
social license.
It's like your pen license at school, guys. You can't be trusted to have a pen, or you can't be trusted to have a social media account. You might spread truth, like with a pen. Yeah. You might write stuff that can't be removed. They don't want that. They need a pencil.
All right. The unlawful violence. Okay, finding. Milk Bar TV has put this out. It's brilliant.
Melbourne is the city to have endured the world's longest lockdown.
Okay, they're shooting. They're now shooting.
It's painful, but it is absolutely appropriate.
Yeah, we're just at the intersection of Victoria and Lygon Streets, where an enormous amount of police are now gathering.
It's the most important commitment for Victoria Police, forcing the Chief Health Officer guidelines.
Hey! What the fuck?
Hopefully flatten that curve.
Well, Victoria Police will take whatever steps they need to take. Protests don't work. Protests are not smart. They're not lawful.
Have ultrasound in an hour.
Is anything in relation to the Facebook post?
No.
It's illegal. All of it can be avoided if people don't protest.
She doesn't want the vaccine, and look what they've done to it. She was a hero last year, and now look at this.
Look, we'll get the full video. The full video is on. Thank you, Milk Bar TV, for putting that together. But yeah,
how dare they treat us like that? Every time I watch them things, I just like, who you up, mate? That was bullshit, eh? I'm glad I wasn't in Melbourne. I'd probably still be behind bars. Man, that was just like, that is like, yeah, it's radical, man. Haul them into the, sacred ground at the shrine and then open fire on them. Yeah.
Well, it's also more than that as well. Remember these cases as well?
Because our 2-year-old would not put on a mask, and we tried. I mean, I'm going to put a video on.
Remember this.
And they're sending all of our bags and Adeline's car seat to New York. And we're banned off of United forever because a 2-year-old would not put on a mask.
Oh, remember them marching into the restaurant with the children? Insane. Unbelievable. It was
and these idiot cops and that out there went out and tried to enforce it. Wake up, guys. You're starting to wake up yet, are you? Really? Serious? I think you are, because it's out now. They sucked you in too, guys, and they don't care about you neither, mate. It's a kill shot. It's a bio weapon, and they don't care who has it.
The memes are coming fast and furious, so safe and effective, 2021, 2024, potentially deadly and off the market. And 2021, everybody's showing their jab, and then in 2024, there's everybody in the cemetery. So
honestly, it's like a rerun of your favourite cereal, isn't it?
It is. It is indeed. Now, just before we go on, I've got a shout out to Aussie Bot Studios. Cazz, the hoodies that I wear to the protests.
Yep.
Okay. I always get asked where I get them from. These guys here, they're having a sale at the moment, so go support them because they're really awesome and they do great designs and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're having lots of wins. Now, one of them is Davos, and it's actually surprisingly come from Australia. So Australia's business elites turns its back on Davos. Now, Benjamin Fulford is actually reporting that even though Davos is going ahead, and also the WEF, guess who's not in attendance? Missing in action.
The main man.
Schwabby.
There's a few not going in attendance, I hear. As I said, UN's gone, guys. The UN's been taken down. It's drama out there, and it's the last part of the movie, but there's still shit going on. And it's going to go on. It's just going to go on. Anyway, we are here to endure and overcome. So, yeah, get your favourite rerun of your soap operas ready, guys, because at some stage you're going to need them. Whether it's Seinfeld, Frasier, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You're going to need it.
Now, Nicola Charles, who is the White Rabbit handle on Twitter, has put this
from the studio today. I'm going to throw this on X. I've taken a holistic approach to a lot of things I've been seeing and reading and looking at all these agendas and how they line up, connecting the dots, I guess, is what you would call it. And I'm getting very concerned. There's a very urgent question that needs answering. And it needs answering based on lots of emails I'm receiving as a non-Australian into my inbox, virtually begging me to come to seminars and consider becoming an Australian police officer. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I ended up on this thread. I can only assume that it's likely it's because I am a migrant and immigrant, but I have been for 30 years. And I find it very strange. So I've taken...
So what she's reporting on is that the immigrants seem to be getting, it looks like they're going to be given voting rights, licenses for guns, and basically, which is what we've been talking about for a while.
Well, we've been telling you.
That's the plan.
It's now coming to fruition, guys, right? They're going to try and push it on you now. We know.
All right, shout out to Rosie.
A really big impact here at Freshwater this morning. We've spoken to several people who've told us the most tragic stories. The saddest of all was a very young, beautiful woman who came up and said that she had so many problems as a result of her second AstraZeneca, and what made it even more tragic was that her brother has POTS as well. This lovely woman, she's got heart issues, blood issues, thyroid issues. It's an absolute nightmare. No recognition, and no doctor will sign off to make it clear what the source of her issues have been. A lovely gentleman in his late 60s whose wife used to run marathons, was last year at the New York Marathon, and this year she died of massive brain hemorrhage, and she'd taken 5 AstraZeneca injections. The stories we're hearing are becoming more and more spoken about, and this is what the Forest of the Fallen can do.
The Forest of the Fallen is, mate, I can't promote it enough. It is the best marketing tool. You know what I mean? It is just brilliant, guys. It is absolutely brilliant. And I tell you, that forest is getting bigger by the day. You know, I had to go and, help mum and dad get ready this morning for another funeral. All right. And then there's another one coming just around the corner. And we're seeing it happen out there, guys. All right. And that's through, a number of different things. I told you there's background stuff, if you don't know about what's going on with frequencies and stuff like that now, guys, why is the US military closing down the harps? Why are they just taking back Alaska? I heard they got hold of another one too, but I can't vet it. I'll let you know. All right, but they're starting to go, guys. All right, this is going on, all right, and it's going on hard in the background, all right? So we just got to hang in there. As I said, you're here to endure and overcome, all right, and to be a comfort to as many people as you can whilst this thing is exposed, because, guys, it's coming out hot. All right, now we got the public out there, mainstream media out there telling you that AstraZeneca was a load of shit. As I said, watch the Cameron. Oh, sorry, guys, we got it wrong. But, and we've got all the defibrillators out. So relax. We got defibs everywhere. It's all good.
Yeah. Look, this guy, I don't know who he is, but he deserves an absolute medal.
I've just got one thing to say to this Liberal government, this Labor government, this Green government. You're a dirty mob of rotters. You don't give a stuff about us farmers. You don't give a stuff about the Australian people. And we're absolutely sick and tired of you. And there's time for change. And we need big change. Otherwise, we are going to end up a third world country. And you people out there have got to start speaking up big time. I mean it. Otherwise, suffer the consequences.
We are a third world country. We're paying 65% tax, guys. What do you think you're living off? Seriously?
75, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm trying to give them a little bit of grace. You know what I mean?
All right. So, look, it's just not justified. Outrage as Albo wipes out an entire industry. It's an entire industry he's wiped out by banning it. So the shearers, the farmers, the truck drivers, it's just unbelievable. It's outrageous that this is actually going on. This is from somebody that's a local. It is now time for all of Australian ag to stand together, united, and demonstrate by any means possible what and who we are, because this is what's when government interfere in industry. What happens? Okay, look, they're slaughtered lambs. Okay.
Yeah.
Would it normally, and you are still paying $30, I think, a kilo, I think, at the supermarket, is it?
Yep. These guys can't get like $5 for their lamb. It's just insane, guys. This is what your Prime Minister Albo's doing. What Prime Minister wouldn't be there to sort out this bullshit, looking at all that? Nah. Yeah, these people fly off to shore up some other backhanded deal to fucking drive the Australian people further down, it's bullshit. Sorry, me French today, guys, but seen enough over the weekend. I'm not happy. It's got to stop. This has to stop, guys. So when are you going to take back your councils? When are you going to head into these council meetings with numbers and tell them enough's enough? You're not selling us out to the New World Order anymore. Guys, are you hitting the website? Are you doing your letterbox drops? This is your life. And they're they're quickly taking it off you guys. As much as we got things going out in the background, guys. It doesn't matter. You know, why are we going to sit here and let them screw us like this? Why? You're getting screwed by everything you ever knew, okay? And screwed again now. You know, but why? It's time to join up, guys. Try to unite and just do this, all right?
So, yeah. But we actually had a win sideways. So we've got the United Kingdom is not supporting the pandemic treaty, and also Slovakia has pulled out of it. So that's good. That's good. We are absolutely winning, but it's just we're just clawing back at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's all happening. We're getting drips out there, and we know what's going on. But it's beside the point, guys. You know.
Well, you've even seen in the UK. The mainstream media is actually now reporting on this. That we've been reporting on for a year.
This is where it all started, where the anger over these WhatsApp messages started, because Hancock, clearly suggests you use a new variant, which was the Kent variant, end of 2020, to frighten the pants off everyone. He says we've got to frighten the pants off everyone with a new strain. When do we deploy the new variant? Almost like it's a deliberate calculation. And I want to bring in somebody, friend of the show.
All right, so that's the mainstream media would never have started reporting on this before.
But what's our health minister do in New South Wales, guys? He just doubles down and ramps it up. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me.
Look, the thing is, though, that what they've done is they've actually they've created an army and an army of awake, and it's really well put here. Look at what they activated.
They activated these people who are obsessive about research and just dig and dig and dig until they wear themselves out and fall asleep at their keyboard and then wake up the next day and do it again. And then tell everybody they know what they found, right? To the point that that people don't want to listen to them anymore. They knew what they were doing. And I also think that's kind of why you could say nothing can stop what is coming, because once you activated this many people who are this energized and this passionate about research, you can't turn that off. You know, we're just going to keep finding more. The more you guys try, not you guys, but the more they try to cover things up. I mean, I get excited when I see these criminals cover things up. I don't get mad about it. I get excited because they just create more evidence of their crimes. It's just more stuff for me to dig on and to confirm that you really did commit that crime, and then you're covering it up, which is an admission that you knew it was a crime.
All right. And we've also had T-Man weigh in to say some very unusual things in the last couple of days. And listen carefully to this one. You like this one?
Dealing with stupid people. You know, it used to be we would have a military, you'd have uniforms here, uniforms there. The one with the most uniforms standing wins the war, right? This is a little different now. Now you're talking about sneaky, dirty, underhanded people that want to kill our civilians. They want to go after our civilians. They want to kill not only our civilians, all over the world. And it's going to be stopped. It's going to be stopped. Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, while we're on T-Man, listen carefully to this one because I find this really fascinating, because what he's actually talking about is something that we've been talking about for a while, and it's the revaluation of the currencies.
Conversations with various representatives of China. I believe that will all work out very well for everybody. China, Japan, the United States, and everybody in the region. As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field. Because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country. But it has to be fair, and we will make it fair. I think the United States is going to be an even bigger player than it is right now by a lot.
I'm picking CGI on that.
Well, it could be, but it's still come out of the official press thing. But
yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you have a look at that, I'd pick it. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, on the other side of that, we've also got the deep state fighting back, and you can see why Brigden's report here on the war with Russia.
Rishi wants out. We are actually at war with Russia now.
We've got.
They haven't told you. Haven't told you.
So say that again.
We're actually at war with Russia now. I met with Andrei Kelin, the Russian ambassador in London, a couple of months ago, and he said that we know that your people are firing those Storm Shadow missiles at us out of Ukraine because you couldn't train the Ukrainians to do it. We know you're doing it, and I mean everybody knows that there are lots of US, UK, French. The French are in there.
I thought it was the Brits were down on the ground and special advisors and training sessions and teaching them and showing them.
Isn't that how?
But they were apparently. That's how we started with the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Dude, what the frack are we doing poking the bear? That's really stupid.
They're determined to get us into a war with Russia, and thank God we've got someone in Putin who at least has got some brains.
Now you sound like a Putin.
All right, so that's the MP from the London Parliament, and he's just basically saying what it is. They're running a proxy war, war through Ukraine with Russia.
Yep, and this is it's coming out, guys. Everyone's knowing about it very soon, I think, because the way this is coming out now and just things are dropping. It's just it can't be stopped. It can't be stopped.
Now, I've got some weird things happening around the place, and this is a report from the Northern Lights. However, when she did some research, she was rather stunned at what she found.
This was my house last night. I live in North Little Rock, Arkansas, way too far south to ever see anything like this. Was I amazed and excited? Yeah. I immediately said, well, seeing the Northern Lights was on my bucket list. I guess I could cross it out, even though it didn't happen quite the way I wanted. But now I don't know if it counts. Stay with me here. It's about to get weird. The lights are visible so far south because of the extreme G5 geomagnetic storm, right? We all know. But then I accidentally stumbled on something else, and now I'm confused and alarmed. Because what is that? HAARP testing? May 8th through 10th, 2024? And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's not real. But the notice they sent out to the amateur radio communities looks pretty real. Then I'm like, hold up. I know it's the Auroral Research Program, but can they really make fake Northern Lights? And the answer to that is yes.
Yep.
Not only yes, but they've already done it a couple of times. Like the last time they did one of these research campaigns in November 2023. Are these fake Northern Lights? Is the government playing with my feelings right now? It's really weird to me, too, that this started May 8th, and then on May 10th, they're like, oh, wow, look at this giant, extreme, really strange solar flare that's going to show the Northern Lights all over the place. In places they're not supposed to be seen. Did they do something they weren't supposed to do? Or am I just tripping? Please tell me. Please tell me what y'all think. If all this is...
do that. They wouldn't do that.
Well, but there's other stuff as well. Now, this was taken in Florida a few hours ago.
Yep. Here we go, folks. Now, apparently... on the East Coast here, guys. Apparently on the East Coast here, because there's no volume in this, I just thought while it's we're looking at it. Apparently we can see the some sort of aurora between 3 a.m. and sunset here, anywhere on the coast down near my end, I'm told. Quite interesting.
South from any southern coastal point.
Look south from any coastal point.
At 3 or 4 or 5.
3, 4 or 5 in the morning, and you'll be able to see this. Guys, this is the getting you ready. All right, read between the lines, guys. All right, come on. We've all been doing this for a long time. All right, they're getting you ready. All right, they're just prepping you. All right, just prepping you up.
All right, so we've also got this discovery, which we've known for a long time.
Situation by displaying detailed migration routes to the United States, including detailed bus stops.
These are NGOs, guys, non-government organisations. Okay, now why they use that non-government organisations is because they have charity status, but also they don't respond to freedom of information.
Temperatures, altitudes, and even bus kiosk locations. It could be.
So it's the NGOs that are shipping all of the migrants in, and
Yep.
basically, yeah. So which we've been saying because we knew that, but it's starting to come out as well.
What have they got? They brought in 80,000 a month over the last 12 months, guys. Immigrants into Australia. That's without what they brought in plane loads throughout COVID while they had you locked down at night. Okay. And just, intermingled those. That was Chinese I bring in then. And they just intermingled them into the community while we're in COVID lockdown. It's just insane, guys. While all the drama was going on here, no one was watching what they were doing back there. And now they're...
Oh, Dave's frozen. All right. So
entails two things.
This is a protocol for getting rid of the spike proteins.
The one is to get rid of spike. How do you get rid of spike? And there are only really two ways of doing it. The one is to induce autophagy or autophagy. So this is the way that the cells get rid of foreign protein, misfolded protein. So it's to induce autophagy. So this is the way that you're helping the body help itself by getting rid of spike. The second is there is a compound called nattokinase, which is produced from the fermentation of soy. And what nattokinase does is it breaks down extracellular spike. So if spike protein is in the cell, the only way to get rid of it is through autophagy. If it's outside of the cell, nattokinase, which is this enzyme produced from soy, breaks down the spike. What's interesting about...
All right, so that's how you get rid of the spike protein. And that's something that's really important for a lot of people. So that will be available on the Stop the Rot website as well. So if you know anybody who is concerned about the spike proteins, then by all means, get them to, get them to head over there and have a look at it. All right, so now what we're going to do is this is Michael Gray Griffiths. He did an interview with the Forest of the Fallen, or a series of interviews. This one's really interesting. It's far too long to play here in full, but go over and see it because it's really good.
First off, let's have some fun. Who do we have here?
I'm Kay Reid.
Now, what was your job, or what is your job?
My job is to get the truth out there and get some people to use some common sense, I reckon, because I don't think there's probably only, I reckon there's not 10, 20% people that are aware what's going on.
100%.
And sometimes I wonder, why do I do this and why do we do this? But I can't stand living a lie. I do not believe in lies. And we've had some incredible things happen being a travel agent right from the onset. I think we were awake up in about February 2020. We came back from overseas.
Your world would have been shut down because no one could travel anywhere.
Our world was shut down, and as a travel agent, I got an $11,000 fine for working in my office on my own, which was 2 years in court.
$11,000.
$11,000 for working in my office on my own, and as per legislation I could have had all of my staff because it states you can bring your staff in for administrative duties, but I didn't need to do that. So yeah, $11,000, and then I got another one for $1,900 for not having a QR code for my business. So this is the funniest thing. I got a QR code for 24 hours. Apart from having the police harass me off and on for I don't know how long. So eventually I get the QR code. Somebody comes into my office. I ring the office and I ring the COVID people. It took me 4 hours to get through. 3 till 5, click, phone goes off, of course, government department. 9 o'clock the next morning, back on the phone. I get through at 11 a.m. I say to the lady, there's this terrible disease. I'm sure somebody had it when they came into my office. I need to check if they used the QR code. She paused and she said, oh, I'm very sorry, I can't tell you that, that's privacy. I said, hang on, it's my business. I'm reporting to you that someone's come in with that deadly disease that's going to wipe the town out, and you're telling me it's privacy. So, I mean, I knew it was a scam anyway because, it's a scam.
That's a really good interview, and she goes on to talk about her time in court, like going through court and how they ended up settling it. Nice to have you back, Dave.
Yeah, they just dumped the Wi-Fi, guys. But
of course they did.
Unreal. Anyway, here we are. We're back.
Of course they did. All right, very quickly, let's have a look at this one. This is a really interesting one, and I think that...
Literally declassified CIA documents explaining that we live in a 5-dimensional world and everyone on Earth has the ability to change their reality with their thoughts, yet people still don't want to believe it. There are literally CIA documents that show that your brain waves can basically take you to different dimensions, showing that what you think, your vibrational state, can change your universal hologram. These are declassified, bro. Anyone can look at these. Remember that scene in Interstellar where he's basically falling through oblivion and ends up at the bookshelf and he's talking to the past, manipulating the past? He's basically, he went into the fifth dimension through a black hole. It's funny because the people that run the world are all aware of this. Obviously, this is a CIA document. But they have done everything they can to keep you at a low vibration. And a lot of you guys still think this is woo-woo conspiracy shit when it's literally in the CIA documents. You can go read these all yourself. They know that if everyone expressed more love, our entire reality would shift. Everything would change. Know that when people love each other, are harmonious, they become too powerful, they unite. And the last thing they want is people that come together and start questioning things, because their power is very fragile. If we all woke up to it, they wouldn't have it anymore, simply. You can start to change your life by simply changing your thoughts.
Want to change the world? Change yourself. Yeah.
That's it. All right, Dave, I'll let you wrap up and I'll go and grab our outro for the evening.
All right, well, guys, the website, let's get it back out there. All right, we've got more links going to it, more things for people to do, more, more interesting stuff, guys, going up there, different people contributing. Okay, we're going to expand what we're doing here a little bit and want you guys to get more involved. Okay, this is your show. All right, this is, there is no dictation here, guys. All right, we let you do whatever you want. Okay, you are allowed to run with Stop the Right. You're allowed to do whatever you like. All right, so what we want is people getting in them. We want clips, guys. We want you guys being part of this show. All right, and sending stuff in. Whatever that may be, we don't care what the topic is. Get them into us. All right, nothing longer than about a minute and a half, guys. All right, keep it right, But give us your message. Give us your word. Give us what's going on out there. This is what we want. All right, so we want to involve you people a little bit more, guys, all right, and get you into this, right, and get you as part of a show. So that's what we're doing. As I said, there's more links than that coming. But, guys, you're watching what's going on. It's just getting absolutely ridiculous. We got these guys right where we want them. My advice to you people is, all right, starting to get to your councils, starting to get to your local MPs, Ryan Park. All right, another invite, Ryan. Janelle Satin, another invite, Janelle. Alison Byrne-Scully of the Labor Party, invite. Paul Scully, invite. Guys, you're going to have to come out soon, all right, because you want to play chess with Guru, you're going to get checkmated, all right? So I think you should come out, guys, and have a bit of a chat before you end up on a chessboard where you got no more moves, okay? So thanks, Mr. Park, for trying to maim more people in New South Wales, 2 days after AstraZeneca's come out with what they come out with. You're a bunch of cream puffs. You need to piss off out of your job, move aside, and let some people in there that want to look after the Australian people. Good night, folks. See you tomorrow night. See you on the space, actually. We've got a space in, I don't know. 15.
All right.
Okay.
We're being taken out by Comedy Skip for when you see your conspiracy dealer.
What you got? You again, bro? Were you followed? No. The answer's always yes, dumbass. You brought your phone, didn't you? God, you don't even watch Edward Snowden. Do you know anything? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You have the standard programming. You probably think taxes are a good thing. Maybe they're going to fix the road one day in front of your house. I was hoping for the roads. Then you find out that you were never supposed to be paying this much taxes anyway, and we had a whole war about that kind of thing. That was a dumb answer, but it's not your fault. You probably didn't sleep that good. You're probably scrolling real late looking at the blue light, weren't you? Yeah. I think 9/11 was maybe an inside job. You thought 9/11 might have been an inside job? Maybe it was an inside job. We just tromped around the Middle East and replaced every government we wanted for free, and they literally called it the War on Terror. They literally said we're chasing the boogeyman and stealing your money to do it. But I thought President Bush was... Oh, but he was a Republican. He might have been... Doesn't matter. Why do you think Mitt Romney and all the Bushes and the Clintons and the Bidens and the Obamas are all best friends, baby boy? Their kids hang out. I'm not saying Trump's way better, but they all seem to hate his ass. But that might be programming too. Hard to sleep, ain't it? Hard to sleep for everybody. But you better giggle about it or else you're going to commit suicide. Go ahead and pull around back and I'll show you more. Okay.